In 2023, Manchester City paid $90 million for a center back. At least, that's what the official contract said. But if you look at the tactical map of the Premier League right now, there's a massive glitch in the system. This is Josko Gvardiol, nominally a defender, statistically a cheat code that shouldn't exist in modern football. While every other manager is trying to play by the rules, Pep Guardiola found a loophole in the football simulation. He created the first true positionless monster. To understand why this glitch works, we have to look at the source code of Manchester City's offense. When City attacks, they don't just pass the ball. They manipulate space with mathematical precision. Opponents are completely terrified of Erling Haaland, so opposing managers pin their central defenders directly to him, forcing the entire defensive line to drop through. At the same time, teams are terrified of Phil Foden and Kevin De Bruyne, so they crowd the central midfield zone with as many players as possible. And right there, in the absolute blind spot of every defensive system, stand a $90 million tank. Opposition managers face a psychological nightmare on the touchline. If a winger drops back to mark Gvardiol, Manchester City's actual wingers get an immediate one-on-one situation on the flank. If no one marks him, well, that is exactly when the tactical glitch activates. He doesn't just cross the ball like a traditional fullback. He cuts inside on his weak foot and launches absolute rockets into the top corner. Defenders are trained to stop strikers.
Lost my heart on the weekend. Can I start to believe that you'll be there when it all falls down? Can I rest my defenses? 'Cause tonight's feeling endless. Lost my heart.
Trained to stop tricky wingers. They're simply not programmed to stop a 6'1" Croatian defender shooting like prime Cristiano Ronaldo from 25 yards out. To see this simulation breakdown in real life, we have to analyze the Champions League masterclass of the Santiago Bernabeu against Real Madrid. In that match, Real Madrid played a compact mid-block, trying to cut off all passing lanes to Haaland. Carlo Ancelotti thought he had covered every single threat, but he forgot to patch the system against Gvardiol. In the second half, Gvardiol received the ball just outside the penalty box. A traditional defender would have recycled possession back to Rodri or Ruben Dias. But Josko didn't read that textbook. He took one heavy touch with his right foot, which is supposed to be his weaker foot, and unleashed a curling missile that left Andre Lunin completely frozen in goal. Look closely at the Real Madrid defense in that moment. No one closed him down because nobody expected a center back to possess elite winger ball striking mechanics. That single goal proved that Pep's experimental tactical setup was no longer a theory. It was a weapon of mass destruction. But if you think the Real Madrid... goal was a fluke. Look at what happened against Fulham in the Premier League title race. In that game, Gvardiol didn't even look like a defender. He operated as a shadow striker. For his first goal, he played a quick 1-2 with Kevin De Bruyne, made a sharp diagonal run straight into the penalty box, cut past a sliding defender with the composure of a seasoned forward, and slotted the ball into the bottom corner. Later in the match, he popped up at the back post to slide in his second goal of the day. He was actively looking for a hat trick as a left back. This is where the football simulation completely breaks down. Fulham's defensive line was structurally sound, but they were overwhelmed by a player who physically belongs in his own penalty box, but tactically dictates play in the opponent's 6-yard area. But how is this anomaly physically possible? It comes down to a rare biomechanical upgrade. In the history of football, players were divided into distinct profiles. Technical players were agile, but physically fragile. Physical defenders were incredibly strong, but clumsy on the ball. Traditional defenders like Harry Maguire or Giorgio Chiellini. They excel at clearing the ball and winning aerial duels, but if you press them tightly, they struggle to create play. Gvardiol is the ultimate hybrid upgrade. He possesses the raw physical power and clearing capability of an elite center back, but his technical metrics are identical to an elite central midfielder. His ball control under extreme pressure, his body orientation during reception, and his short passing accuracy under a heavy press are elite. When an opposing team triggers a high press against Manchester City near their own penalty box, they expect Gvardiol to panic and clear the ball down the line. Instead, he uses his incredibly low center of gravity to shield the ball, spin away from the pressing attacker, and play a progressive line-breaking pass in the midfield. Pep Guardiola didn't just buy a highly rated defensive prospect from Leipzig. He bought a tactical cheat code that allows Manchester City to effectively play with 12 men in possession and 11 men in defense. Football is undergoing a massive evolution right before our eyes. The days of strict, rigid positions are dying, and Josko Gvardiol is the chief executioner of the old system. He is the definitive blueprint for the future of the sport. He is a player who belongs nowhere on the traditional tactical board, simply because he belongs everywhere on the pitch. Pep Guardiola successfully broke the football code for $90 million, and the rest of the footballing world is still desperately trying to find a patch for this unguardable glitch.